What is up, guys, and welcome to my team career mode 2.0 on F1 25. This has been a long time coming. I've been meaning to get onto this for such a long time, but of course, as you guys know, falling behind doing editing on other videos, and of course doing the Bathurst 1000 on iRacing, which I've been meaning to get it done. You guys have probably seen it by now, but now we're going to start a new chapter, a new era of my team career mode. So why don't we get stuck into this? Full season, customize our own settings, 110 AI difficulty. We're going to do full qualify, but just 50% races. This is going to be a 50% race career mode series. Not going to do anything spectacular. Safety car is increased, career settings, driver moves, increase, balance, reduced, limited. Let's do increase because I want to see how far we can get into this series with some crazy driver changes. I think we'll keep things as they are, however we'll put the player fault types all the way up. I think I've done rules where they're perfect. Simulation settings, fuel mode hard, manual starts, sim damage, we'll keep them as they are, and I think that's all we can do. So my team, choose the driver icons, why not? Skip tutorials, don't want to waste too much time with this. Okay, so we're going straight to our new headquarters. So the headquarters has definitely been revamped. You can definitely see what it looks like on the outside, because the headquarters that's been in the previous few career modes has been right up, has been like on the water, it's running on a lake. I don't know if it's actually a lake or if it's, you know, if it's our own water place, just like McLaren do at Woking. Anyway, team owner. That bloke looks very close to Andreo, I tell ya. Can we find our other avatar, the one that we've been using for the last several games? No, maybe not. Let's go to this bloke. Continue. Choose my professional background. Now, what do I want to do? Do I want to be a people manager, a head engineer, or do I want to be a financial officer? So let's go with chief financial officer. Pretty basic. So if we go for whichever one we choose, it'll say how much employees we've got working in each one. But because we are a startup team, we're going to go pretty basic, no development, and no cash reserves. Team identity. CG Motorsport returns to the channel. That is what our team colours will look like. Team badge emblems. I know the emblems have changed a little bit. I don't know if we're going to find anything that looks like a C, or maybe even that does. I think we've been using that for the last several career modes. So I think everything's still as they are. Now if we go to the emblems, yellow, switch that to black. Yeah, that works. That's exactly our emblem, so that works out pretty well. To be honest, I was kind of hoping that we would design the team shirts, because they're all, the last several games have all been exactly the same. You know, there's only so much that we can do, but we'll just have to put up with it for now. The corporate tab. Okay, so this is where we select which sponsor we're going to have as our title sponsor. So do we want to score 5 constructors points, finish 10th in the constructors, or score 10 constructors points? So if we achieve, depending which one we go for, if we achieve it, we will get an extra boost at the end of the season. Let's get 10 constructors points. That would be our aim. Xenon. Score 10 constructors points during the season. Select as title sponsor. Now we've got 8 mil to start with. Now we got to go with whichever powertrain we use. We're going to use the Red Bull powertrains. Now to select our 2 drivers. There's a few drivers in here, including F1 Esports drivers. We've got Lucas Blakely here, David Tanitza, Jano Otmi is in here as well. Josh Pearce and Sonny Hayes, the Apex GP cars are in here. Franco Colapinto on the market. And of course, the ClubSport drivers and the My Team icons. Not much to choose from here. I think we'll have Paul Aaron to start, because I I actually think he's actually alright. And for our second driver, who else are we going to choose? Let's go Colin Pinto. Let's see how many times he can crash out. So Colin Pinto and Aaron as our drivers. Let's confirm that. Now our race gear. We can now continue on. I'm pretty happy with everything.
Hello and welcome to this very special live stream. Great to be with you all because today we're going to witness history.
That's absolutely right, Natalie, because for so many years we've wondered exactly what 11 teams would look like on the grid. Guess what? Today is the day we find out.
And we are here at the team's state-of-the-art HQ. We'll be seeing their brand new car very soon, but behind every team, behind every car, there's one person central to it all.
Yes, and they've got a real reputation for being smart when it comes to the cash, always keeping things profitable and bringing in the sponsors. The question is though, can they handle the technical challenge of the sport, all whilst having to deal with the pressure of managing a team?
And we'll be seeing more behind the scenes as the season progresses. But of course, it is all about what happens on track. So without further ado, let's see the fruits of their labor, the brand new 2025 car.
Well, thank you all for joining us. The team have done an incredible job. The car looks sensational.
It certainly does. Congratulations and all the very best for the season ahead.
Wow, so no questions. So not even an interview to ask us questions. Okay. Anyway, let's have a bit of a wander around, hey? So this is our office. Owner training. What can we do? Available training points. What does this mean? Okay, I've got no idea. I'll figure that out at some point. Research. So as predicted, we are plumb last, as I probably expected. 1,150 resource points to spend. What can we do? Engine power. Okay, we can get that on for Albert Park. That would be nice because Australia is very much a high-speed circuit, so that would be a good one we can focus on early. 500 resource points to spend. Is there anything else that we can do? No, we cannot. Oh, here we go, cost cap. So that line at the top there is the cost cap. So if we go over that, we are going to be in trouble. I don't know what kind of trouble exactly, but I'd rather not know. Here we go, activities. Okay, so it looks like we can do activities for almost every single department. Title sponsor loyalty, pre-season department on board, worldwide finance tour, department onboarding. Let's do that. Once we've set a activity, we can't change it. So whatever we choose, that sticks. A driver training camp, that's always handy. Pre-season test sessions, oh yeah, gotta take advantage of them. You probably won't see this page too much. So that's all the activities sorted out. Let's skip ahead, shall we?
So, we're going to need to open talks with drivers for next season. They could be ours, or are currently driving for other teams. You should head to the driver comms page to see who you want to consider.
Okay, go to driver talks. So now we can have external talks with 2 other drivers. Wow, Piastri, for the expected salary, is actually worth more than Norris. That is surprising. Who do we want to have some talks with? Oh, I definitely want to have talks with Jack Doohan. Confirmed communications. So Jack Doohan's definitely one I want to have an eye on. Who else? Richard Verschoor. Oh man, he's been in F2 for so long, but his chance of getting into F1 isn't over with an 11th team, so why not? Let's see if we can get him onto the grid, because he deserves to be on the grid. Oh no, the Pistons. What's happened there? In progress. Research delayed. Ah, that's a bummer. Is there any chance we could still get it on for Australia, I wonder? So they're going to be due by the 10th. Okay, got a few more bits and bobs to work on. Weight reduction. We could look to get that on for Shanghai, so why not do that? The lighter we can make the car early, the better. Go to the grid reveal. Okay, so it looks like pistons are due on the 8th, so let's go to the 8th.
Boss, we've got interest.
Okay.
Sponsor looking to work with us.
We've secured a new secondary sponsor. We should start thinking about negotiations and adding them onto the car for the upcoming race. Could it... Okay, so let's advance. Now one more day. So a single development would be complete before the Japanese Grand Prix. Okay, so once we research a part, it then gets developed, and then it'll be ready at a certain time. So we're actually not going to have any upgrades on, but we will get an upgrade on for Suzuka. Okay, and standard development. Why not? We don't want to let it fail already, so that actually does make a bit more sense. Let's advance time to the race weekend. Oh, what's that? Research. Oh, that's for chassis, I think it was. So time's been delayed there. So let's skip forward one more day. Now, just before we go to the race weekend, if we go to finances, how much of the cost cap have we used? Okay, not much. So I think with the money we've got at the moment, can we do some sort of upgrades? Computer systems for engineering. Why not? No free improvement slots. Okay, that's unfortunate. Okay, I don't think we'll do any more, so let's just hold off on that. And let's go to the race weekend. Oh, now here we go. Do we want to drive as Paul Aaron or Franco Colapinto? Now this is going to change every race weekend. We get to choose who we want to go as. Let's go with Paul Aaron to start. So here we are at our station. Nothing looks too different. No upgrades for this weekend. That's alright. It's early in the season. In terms of finding, what we can do in terms of upgrades. But unfortunately, as we are not an owner driver, we have to wait until we get back to headquarters to do anything. So let's not waste too much time. Let's go straight into practice. So what do we have here? Track acclimatization, qualifying, pace, and race strategy. Okay. Everything looks just about the same. Lawson's the only one on track at the moment, it seems. Gee, he's pushing on. He's pushing hard on his outlap. Drivers don't normally push that hard on the outlap, and he's going for it already. So that's our setup that we're running with. 2315 wings. Bear in mind that was an early day setup. So I'm sure I'll find some better setups as we go along. Let's do the track acclimatization, and let's see how bad this car feels.
Okay, DRS zone coming up. Get ready to open it. Distance is on your MFD.
Boy, it's been ages since I've driven an F1 car. Not bad for a first lap.
Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run.
20.4 on a hard tyre. That's not bad. Honestly, the car doesn't feel too bad. But of course I was doing it on a fresh hard tyre. Set an optimal second sector time, stay within 2 meters of the racing line for an entire lap. Was I not doing that? Alright, let's skip a bit more track time so that we can get, or a bit more rubber is laid down. Alright, let's do our race strategy run. This will probably take it a bit more conservative here. So the track got updated for this year's game, but unfortunately the changes that were made to turn 5, yellow flag. Antonelli going slowly. Oh, Jesus! That's a near miss already. That's not what I wanted. But just going back to the changes at turn 5. So the changes were made to turn 5 at the start of the year. The gravel was brought a lot closer, so there's not as much open real estate as there is here. And that was to help the cars, or that was to stop the cars from bouncing off the tyre barriers and back onto the track, just like we saw with Russell and Albon. So I don't know if the changes are going to come for next year's game or not, but maybe in future games. Honestly, this car doesn't feel too bad. This car feels stable, which may sound surprising, but it actually does. We're going to see what kind of representative lap times, or what kind of lap times we're going to expect to see in our qualifying runs later. Oh, it feels good to have this race as the season opener again. What's the tyre wear like? Oh, 35% already. Oh wow. So that's the expected, the line is the expected tyre wear. We actually used more of the tyre, considering that I'm pretty good looking after the tyres. That's surprising. Probably because we're running lower downforce. Running lower downforce doesn't really help the tyres either. Now we'll do our qualifying run, but we'll drive out this time. Okay, tyre temps aren't too bad, so we've got to try and maintain it. Let's just do it in hot lap mode and see what kind of lap time we can get. Not ideal hitting the wall. Whoa, not good.
Okay, that's the test over, but I'm afraid we didn't get what we needed. We're going to have to run it again.
So at the end of that run, how much tyre wear did we use? 18%! That is ridiculous. Okay, what if we do a qualifying pace, but we just do a flying lap? What's the tyre wear going to be at?
About tyres, just give it
5%!
in this test, we just
Wow, that's worse than us. That is way worse than us.
Program complete, program complete. These results will do, although you could definitely do better. Consider giving it another shot.
19.1 though, that's actually pretty good. I mean, I could definitely do better with a cleaner lap, but we're not going to get enough time. Alright, the tyre wear on that, 19%. Wow, tyre wear was ridiculous. I think we're looking at a two-stop race here. I don't know if I remember tyre wear being that bad, or this bad, around here. Colapinto 16th on a soft tyre. Okay, so 1.3 seconds behind us. Okay, it doesn't seem too bad. So can we do, yes, so quick practice is still available to us. Let's see if we can complete everything in the last without having to do anything, or without having to use 2 sessions. 1,800 resource points we've accumulated now. We can spend a bit of that on maybe 2 or 3 upgrades. So honestly, there's not much that we can do. What's the AI difficulty we've got it at? Yeah, 110, okay. So hopefully the AI will bump up their speed and will probably be more towards the back. I hope that is the case anyway. Alright, we'll find out in qualifying then. Alrighty then, qualifying time now. Let's see what kind of laps the AI are doing. They should be about 2 seconds faster, because we were in the 19s, so they should be doing like 16s or 17s. I feel like. Is Colapinto on a lap? He is. So let's see what kind of lap time Colapinto does. In fact, he's coming in. Has he even set a lap time? 18.4. Yeah, okay, so that's what I probably expected. So we should be around about our teammate. Let's wait for a few more laps to be completed. So Verstappen, wow. I only just got Leclerc. 17.1. Yeah, that's probably what I expected. Let's see if we can get close to our teammate here. These tyres are really only going to be good for 1 lap. Alrighty, first lap in qualifying. What will happen here? That was needed in our qualifying sim in practice. $18.4. Okay, so we've just beaten Colapinto. That's probably about what I said that I would do. And how much tyre wear? What's that? 6%. Okay. Well, let's cool out the tyres. Let's see if we can do another push. Oh, 7 minutes to go though. That's not pretty. Doesn't give us a lot of time if we do make a mistake. The good news is that the battery does recharge pretty quickly. Turns out we don't get a benefit from a tow. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, we're probably going to need another set of tyres here. So what's the gap to 60? Oh, it's actually really tight. So yeah. Alright, new set of tyres in park friendly conditions, which sucks. 2.9 laps, lowest fuel load. Alright, let's get out now so we don't get caught out. Wow, Colapinto's literally one of the last cars to leave. Whoever that is behind us is going to get a nice, or may get some benefit of slipstream, but we're not going to get any benefits. Oh, wide, well wide. That's wrecked our lap already. Didn't turn in for 9 too well. B6, wow. So it turns out we find more lap time when we use our battery. What's Colapinto's lap looking like? So 27 to 17, yeah, he's about a 10th off from us. So I don't know what kind of lap time I'm expecting, but we'll find out soon. So what was Colapinto's lap time? So we ended up P10 at the end of all that. The McLarens are a little bit down, and Colapinto looks like he didn't even improve. Don't know what happened, must have come in. Knew he was safe, which means that we would have been safe. It's alright, Q2. Not bad for a team's first run, but surely this is where teams will take it up a notch. Alright, let's get a banker lap in so we can get a reference off that. $16.6 from Piastri, that is pretty speedy. $18.7. It's alright, these tyres are done anyway. Alright, let's get out of here. Ooh, Jesus. That was too close. Let's get on track. I wonder if I actually touched him. Really, Carlos? You doing that? Oh, Jesus Christ. Here comes Kimi. Jeez, I see nothing's changed from F1 24. Just can't quite get it pulled up at 3 a little bit. Not quite hitting that apex nicely. Come on, this can't be right. Oh no, mistake. Right at the critical moment. 4 tenths. Where did that get us? 13th. Wow, we were on target to go P1 there, I reckon. Which I don't understand. How can we be that fast? How were we setting the fastest times? So let's have a look at 26.8 versus... Where's Oscar? 26.80, 26.87, and then 17.361, 17.4, and then what would have our last sector been? 33.7 was our fastest. What was 32.3? Anyway, it's 13th. Not bad for a team that's supposed to be a back marker. All right, we'll just have to wait and see what kind of ground we can make up in the race. Okay, here we are on the grid for our very first race. What is the strategy suggesting? Oh wow. They're still suggesting a one stop, but tyre wear is going to be high. Yeah, tyre wear is going to be a big issue, I tell you. There is the option of doing a two stop, which honestly, I think a two stop is going to be the better strategy for me. Yeah, even extending a sim by a little bit will actually be better off. I think we'd be better off doing a two stop. Now look, it is risky, given it is only a 25% race, but we're going to be struggling for tyre wear as well. So that's going to be an issue. There could be a few that can potentially be on a two stop. So I think we'll have to wait and see what happens. When everyone pits at the halfway mark, the next 4, 5, 6 laps will be a bit painful because everybody around us will be a little bit faster, but hopefully we can gain something back with some fresher rubber than those around us. Okay, we've got almost a lap's extra worth of fuel on board, only because I don't know what the fuel rate is going to be like. So best we put a bit more fuel on board rather than not having enough and then us being compromised for the day. That would not be a good feeling at all. Alrighty then, let's get ready to roll. First Grand Prix and the return of the season opener at Arbor Park. Let's get underway. Good start, we just don't know where to go. Almost made contact with Saints. All in all, clean start. Whoa, bit of understeer. Piastri leading the first lap, and it looks like Leclerc's got Norris already. That's helpful for Oscar, having a Ferrari between him and his teammate. Whoa, wheel onto the grass, not helpful. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sideways, that's not pretty. Tight 10s aren't too bad. Geez, Oscar's under threat from Leclerc now. See, now this is where overtakes are going to get a bit harder.
Green flag.
Oh, green.
Okay, we've got a full course.
Lawson down.
Safety cars out. Keep an eye on the delta. We need to keep it positive to avoid a penalty. Slow down. Positive delta.
Is it too early to come in? Oh, it's probably too early to come in.
Right, drop your speed.
Oh, we probably could have come in actually. Border let us come in. Both Saubers have come in, and so is Colapinto. So that means they're guaranteed to be on a two stop. So does that mean that can we go a bit further now? Can we potentially be on the one stop? What's the time? Oh, it's not great already. We're going to lose places to both Saubers and our teammate if we box now. So it's not great. However, we'll be on slightly fresher rubber, and given that the mediums, given that the rider is already at 26%, so 24, we could do the next 10 laps. We could do the next 10 laps or so on these mediums, and then we'll pit laps 16 or 17 for a set of hards, which will give us 12 laps or so. Yeah, let's do it. Doesn't matter. Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
We've got another new set of mediums, so I mean, we probably, had we came in, you know, slightly, had we came in the first time we got around, we would have been in front of both Saubers, but, you know, it doesn't matter. But what it does mean now, if those that are on a two-stop, they'll be coming in earlier, or they'll be coming in the next few laps when we get back racing. So actually, this may be a smart play if we do see people on a two-stop. If we see people coming in sort of lap 9, 10, then we might actually be in a really good position. Okay, let's catch up to the rest of the pack. Let's make sure we actually go racing this lap. Yeah, it was a late call. Oh, really? Leclerc's in front. Hulkenberg was sideways. He got hung up on the curb at the exit of 4. Some of you may be asking, why didn't I pit the first time around when the safety car was instantly deployed? The reason why I didn't pit at that exact moment was that I initially thought it was potentially too early. It wasn't quite at the right time, but since the tyre wear was getting quite high on the mediums anyway, I thought we'd almost be better off coming in. Look, we are going to be on the back foot. That means we're going to have to extend this stint to about lap 16 or 17 now. Oh, that was ambitious. Whoa, boy. I don't know if Nico tagged me or not, but...
Great pass. DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled.
Nice move. Oh, wow. So now we're going to see if cars are going to start coming in at the end of this lap. Okay, not yet anyways. Okay, Alonso's in. So he must be on a two-stop, because the hards will be dead if he goes to them now. So how much time do we lose if we stay using medium ERS deployment? Wow, we're still pretty slow in a straight line. Oh, risky. But gee, we have plenty of speed. Ocon's in. What's the tyre? We're like, oh wow. 38% already, and the left rear is just starting to overheat a little bit. So not great. So I think we might be in a bit of a holding phase here. I think we're going to have to manage these tyres a little bit. I think everybody else around us is still doing a one-stop. Everybody else around us would have pitted by now if they were doing two stops. So let's say everybody else around us is still doing one. Verstappen and Russell are in pretty early, and Leclerc. Oh, they're going to be buried in that train behind us. So this may be Piastri's chance to do the overcar. We just have to try and deal with it for the next 2 laps at least. We're going to have to try and extend this stint somehow. Yellow.
Okay, clear.
One of the Saubers has stopped. Well, they're stopping. Bortoletto has stopped. Do we see another safety car, please? Geez, the Leclerc's caught up pretty quickly. I was going to say try to get DRS off a Charlie, but that was going to be a long shot. Shame, no safety car. That would have been absolutely perfect timing again. Alright, these tyres are gone. Let's get off of them. I think we used them up pretty hard when we came out. We used them pretty hard since the restart. Yeah, we're sliding around too much. We're losing too much time. Okay, maybe just another click of front wing, just for better grip. New hard tyres. Good stop.
Go now, come on. Perfect job. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
Oh wow. Who did we just come out in front of? Gasly. Oh wow, so we jumped Saints in the pit stops. Wow, so the undercut was very powerful. But now he's on the medium, he won't be easy to keep behind. So we're gonna get past Stroll and Doohan pretty quickly. And I think it's Behrman who's the Haas that's in front. Behrman's coming in, and Alonso. So we're fighting for a potential point here. Oh wow, understeer.
We're catching the car ahead, well done, but be aware these tyres need to get us to the end of this race.
Oh god, stop touching the grass, mate. Alrighty, we did that pretty well. Let's quickly look at Jack. Oh, Ocon's in as well, so we're looking at 9th. Whoa, too deep. Oh, Sainz just through. That was inevitable. Now it's going to be inevitable until it catches up to us. Speaking of the devil, he's already behind us. Brilliant. That Williams is slippery in the straight line, so it's not going to be easy. We're catching Antonelli as well. So I think there could be a couple more points on the horizon. But that's if we can keep Sainz behind, which I don't think is going to last. Yeah, we're almost out of battery. And here he comes. Not quite yet, Carlos. Alrighty, DRS on Antonelli. Damn, that's not what I was hoping for. But PA, that's 4 points. Now we just need to hold off Sainz for a few more laps. Oh geez, why did I leave the inside open? We'll have to keep saving up the battery so we can use it all for the last lap. Oh wow. Just make sure I gave him just enough space there. Bit argy-bargy, but that's racing.
Okay mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home.
We're catching Hadjar, but like I said before, we weren't going to catch it like I would have hoped or what I would have liked to. Because an extra couple of points would be terrific. Wow. Entering the last corner now, and it looks like Charles Leclerc is going to upset the McLarens and take the opening stanza of the season at Albert Park. That is a shock. So it looks like Piastri's second, Norris third, and Verstappen in 4th. Hamilton 5th, Tsunoda 6th. Hadjar will be 7th. Now we just need a clean last couple of corners, which we do just about. Use the battery up to the line, and Paul Aaron will score an 8th place finish on debut. Great result. That's very nice. That was really good. Driver of the day as well. Cool. Well, that was a big surprise. Leclerc coming in early, having to deal with the traffic. He dealt with it, and he still managed to undercut the McLarens. And I think Verstappen got ahead of Lando at one point, but then Lando got him back. So where did Franco ended up? Finished 18th, 2 spots below where he started. See, I don't know if it's going to be just us driving that's going to get us the results, or whether or not. So let's say we drive as Franco in Shanghai. Is it going to be us that's actually getting the results, or is it just the way that the driver ratings are? Like, could we potentially be slower? Could we not score points at all? I'm not entirely sure. But we'll find out in the next race. So terminal damage. So okay, so Lawson's had a big shunt somewhere. So noted collision with Russell. Is that why that Russell's further down the back? And then Alonso a collision with Hulkenberg. So is that why Russell made a third stop? Did he have wing damage or something? Let's go and have a look at the Lawson accident. Whoa boy. Oh, that's him actually going slow there. Oh no! So did he already have a problem or something? So did Lawson already have a drama of some sort? Yeah, because he's going very slowly there. So he must have had a problem or something. Because just listen to the car. Doesn't look like he's got a puncture or anything. And then, whoever that was, Ocon? Who was it that collected him? Oh, it was Behrman. Behrman collects him, and that was the reason for the safety car. Okay. So then Russell came in 3 times during that race. So let's see if we can count how many times he came in. Lap 6, safety car's in. 1, 2. Okay, so something's happened at this point. Okay, so there's a wing change. Who did he hit someone? Oh, there was a collision. Someone had a collision warning with him. So who was it? Oh, it's Tsunoda. Oh wow, it was actually right back to... Oh wow. So Tsunoda's coming out of the pit lane and then Russell's just clattered into him. Russell's already committed to the corner and Tsunoda's coming out. What's Tsunoda meant to do? I think Russell could have had a bit more awareness there. That's on George. He wrecked his race there. I think George could have had a bit more awareness. Anyway, so let's have a look at the constructors. So Ferrari leading the constructors by 2 points. Red Bull 15 behind. V-Carb in 4th. They've had a great weekend. And then us in 5th. Wow, that 10th place in the constructors looks pretty good already. And then Aaron in 8th in the drivers. Good start. Save the replay so we can get the thumbnail. Alrighty, so that was a very good start to our My Team 2.0 Career Mode series. Hope you guys really enjoyed that video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe to my channel if you are new to see plenty more F1 racing game content, and with Breaking Points still more chapters to come. And hopefully that series I can get done very, very quickly so I can get through a whole season of career mode instead of having to wait for whatever else we need to wait on. Thank you guys for watching this video. Take care of yourselves, and until the next video, I will see you guys again very soon.